I don't know if you guys can hear all the birds. It sounds so beautiful outside. I know I look a little cuckoo, but I could not be bothered for the life of me to sit here and attempt to deal with my hair. I wanted to talk a little bit about what the plan is for today. I just got off of work and I'm thinking of bringing you guys along for a crochet scrunchie idea that I have. I currently did one prototype, which I'll show you guys when I go back inside. I'm just walking the little fat girl. And I did the original prototype with it's called a linked double crochet. Super cute, came out nice, but really dense and heavy. So I'm trying to do a lace pattern, but it's not working out the way I wanted to. The lace pattern is still a prototype because there is a lace stitch that I came up with and I think it's going to be absolutely beautiful, but I want to play around with a couple practice ones to see what I need to fix and master first before I officially try to do the final product. So today I'll probably, when I go back inside, show you the yarn that I'm using, how far I got on a couple of the crochet pieces, and then I probably won't be crocheting for the rest of tonight because I do have to edit. I'll see you guys inside so I can show you what I'm currently working on. All right, hopefully you guys can see everything. Let's move this out of the way. It's a different stitch pattern I'm working on. Now, this is the yarn that I'm currently working with. It is the True Boo bamboo, 100% rayon from bamboo yarn, and it is the color Thistle. I currently have it latched onto here because I was trying to show my mom the idea of how the scrunchie was supposed to look, because for her it just looked like a tube. But this is where we're at so far. I think I don't know if you guys can see the vision, but I think it's beautiful. I love it. I used the linked half double crochet, which came out really gorgeous. And it's not as see-through, which I like because I didn't want it to look so see-through and I wanted a big scrunchie. Honestly, I feel like I could have gone still a bit bigger. It's about my hand size, but it's fine. I want to block it to see if that stretches it out a little bit more, creates kind of this like flowiness that I'm looking for. And I want to add a lace trimming. Now the thing is, I'm not sure if I want to do a lace with lace weight yarn and crochet it to seam it close together and then have some sort of like ruffly looking lace detail, or if I want to actually use real like fabric lace and then put it in between here to then seam it together so then that lace comes out. So I'm still playing around with that idea. Cute, love the color. Is a bit heavy, so I'm not sure how my hair will feel about it, but we'll know once it's completed. I decided to do a lace version because realistically, the idea I had was something a little lacy. Oh wow, it looks really pretty on camera. I was worried you wouldn't be able to see the lace pattern. Oh, it's pretty. All right, so for the pattern, it is a V-stitch, and then I don't know if you can see the little, let's grab this to point, the spots right here where there's like a line. I like it, but I don't feel like there's enough of the distinction between the V-stitch lace portion and the actual like half double crochet solid line. So I want to undo it and then I plan to redo it, and I want to create a bigger distinction between that solid line and then the lace detailing. So we'll see how that goes. It sucks because I got pretty far pretty fast, but it works up relatively quickly. Now, both of these are prototypes for this one. This is another True Boo yarn. I don't remember the color. I'll have to look it up for you. But it's a really pretty lavender color. And honestly, I was inspired by Bridgerton. I'm recently watching the 4th season, enjoying very much. This is the lace detail I have. It's almost like a shell stitch. and they're on top of each other. And then you see the clear distinction of the line. That's what I want for this one, this lace one, but that's not what I'm getting, which is why I'm going to frog this. And I think this is, it's just so beautiful. I think it's gonna be really delicate, like very spring coated. And I love the little arching details on the end. I think that's really going to help and add to when I add the lacing, but I just have to figure out what type of lacing I want to do. Yeah, that's what I am currently working on. So this is going to be a while. I have to block this, redo this. I might want to create a bigger scrunchie. Like this is super cute and it is big. But what do you think? Should this be that big, or do you think I should make it bigger, like more dramatic? Look at the comparison from my hand. I'm 5'3", so I won't lie, I have little hands, which is why I'm like, oh, this is not big enough for me, but I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll see how this one, once it's completed. Hello. It has been quite some time since I have last checked in. Wanted to touch base really quick with you guys because there are quite a few things that I am currently working on. There's also quite a few things that I am almost done with. First, I have both panels for the petal and top done. Honestly, I could have had this done a while ago, but the truth is, because I need to record content for it, I have not finished seaming it up. But both panels are done. I just got to put them together. So I'm super, super excited. I'll have my first ever crochet piece. It's a garment that I can wear. So I'm excited, and best believe there's going to be a lot of pictures coming forward with this, especially if it looks as good as I hope it does on me. Then I should have this done, which look at how beautiful that color is. Oh, this is for my scrunchie that I have. It looks really good. I think it was my first time doing a block, so I think I blocked it a little too harsh, or I was a little mean to it because it's got some funky edges. I think that'll be okay because I'm planning to sew it together, so I'm hoping it's not noticeable, but it's beautiful. The yarn itself, look at that like drape. Oh, so pretty. For this one, I think I'm gonna do the actual fabric lacing on this because this is not very like see-through. I think the fabric lacing will be really nice on this because you won't see the lacing through it, and all you'll see is just the lace on top, the lace edging on top, if you get what I mean. I did redo the other scrunchie that I was talking about, the one where I did the same color, but it had like the lace detail on it. I don't know if you can see. I switched the hook. I was originally using, I think, a 4mm hook, but now I'm using a 2mm hook. And I actually like how it's coming out a lot more. I feel like the V-stitch is a little bit more defined. And because the stitches are a little bit more compact, you can see the difference between the lace and then the solid part. So I really like how it's coming out. My only concern is I don't think it's the length that it needs to be. So I think this is going to be a smaller scrunchie because you have to remember it's already seamed up. This is technically, if I were to undo it, this is a lot longer than this. So I think sizing down the hook size might have made it a little shorter. I also did do less stitches. I think that one I did like 140 maybe. And then this one I did 114 because it was divisible by the numbers that I needed for the V-stitch. But I think I might have made it a little mistake because I think it might be a little too short. But this is how the scrunchie is gonna be. We'll see. If it doesn't work out and I have to frog it, it's fine. I am happy with the way it looks. Definitely sizing down really helped out with it. I can see a clear difference between like the V-stitch and the half double crochets. So I think if I continue like this, it'll look really, really cute. Now, I don't know what got into me. I really don't, because this is the biggest reason why in March I have no completed projects and I have nothing but endless whips. But I got the itch to start something new. It's a problem, I know, it's a problem. But I have the petal and top, which will be done this month. I have the 2 scrunchies that also will be done this month. And then this, surprisingly, I have been just plucking away at it. I think this will be done by this month too. And then I have one more scrunchie that I need to finish for this month, which is the purple lace one that I showed you guys earlier. That one I definitely want to finish this month and have it completely like done. But this is a waistband for a skirt that I am coming up with. Look at the color. I'm using the Kobu yarn, another bamboo yarn, but this is mixed with cotton and it's super stretchy. It's pretty stretchy. I like it. I also have this part, which is the skirt portion. So you can see it here. Now I know it doesn't make sense, but when I put it together, it will make sense. But that's kind of the skirt. I don't know if you can see the vision. I like it. It's looking good. I've already made some adjustments so that the next time I do it, I don't have to do this separating and then have to sew it. I'm gonna make it a no sew instead to continue going. But that's all we're gonna talk about right now. I'll see you guys in a few. I don't know how long it's been since I've last checked in. It can't be any more than maybe a week. Just got off of work. I have plans today to finish up the petal and top. I know, I am behind, but I have no real good excuse. Just that I haven't really had the time. So today we're going to be productive. I want to go for a walk first. I have really been enjoying the sun. I've been enjoying outside, but I've also been noticing that because of the winter time, I definitely got into a little bit of a comfort rut, if you will. I got a little too lazy, didn't really want to go outside. And coming from a girl who used to work out 6 days a week, I need some activity. I definitely have gained weight. Granted, I love the curves, but I do want to maintain a healthy lifestyle and a healthy weight. So definitely need to get more movement in because I've been doing 8 hours working, sitting down at my job. Granted, I have a standing desk, so I do stand, but then I get off of work and I go to sit on my couch or my bed so that I can crochet. So we need to get some movement because I'm definitely not hitting my 10,000 steps a day. And I really want to. I figured today's a pretty day. It's not too hot. It is sunny. Why not go for a nice little inspo walk? Why not go outside, get some steps in, and also get inspired by nature? So this is a friendly reminder. Let's take a few minutes out of our day and go for a little inspo walk. See you in a few. So it's been like 2 days. And as you can see, the petal and top is officially done. Yep, she still needs to be blocked. Give a little twirl. She's cute. She's real cute. I love the color. Obviously, I did not bring you guys along for the ride. I could give you a whole laundry list of why. And realistically, you guys aren't here for that. You're here to see the finished product. So here's the finished product. She's really cute, really nice. I was honestly pretty scared and nervous about the top. For some reason, I didn't think it was going to fit me. I kept going between a medium and a large, and this size right here is a large. My biggest concern was the cinch in waist portion. I'm very happy I went with the large. I think the medium would have been a little too fitted, and I definitely wanted something that like sat on my body, not something that made me feel constricted like a stuffed sausage. So I'm really happy I went with the large. I love the color. I love the feel of the yarn. This feels like an actual quality garment. I have not made an acrylic clothing item yet, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm in a hurry to try to make one because the bamboo yarn just created such a luxurious feel that I don't think I can go to anything but natural yarn. But I absolutely loved it. The color was actually pretty great. I thought it might be a little too pale for me, but she cute. She cute. She real cute. Really nice. I love the way it feels. I do feel like I need to block it. And the main thing is, let me see if I can get a little closer. So if you see here, I don't have a viewfinder, so hopefully you guys can see. If you see right here where the cinched in portion starts in, it starts in right under the goodies. And that's not what I want. I want it to be a little bit more down here. So then this has more surface area. I feel like I'm feeling myself up. It's kind of weird. Anyways, I'm talking amongst friends. It's okay. It's okay. Okay. The other thing is the cinched in waist portion. I love it, but I think it might be a little too wide. For me personally, it does feel like it's a little too wide. Let me know what you guys think. Do you think that the cinched in portion should have been a little bit smaller? Or do you actually like the way it looks with the width that it is now? Let me know below because I'm like this tempted to making another one and making some modifications as far as like maybe shortening the cinched in portion. And I would really love to see if I can make like a not full backless, but like I don't know if you've seen those tops where like the top portion up here for the back portion is there, but then you have like a open back area in the middle and then you have the bottom scooped. I'll insert a picture to show you guys, but I'm thinking of maybe doing something like that, but I'm not sure. What do you guys think? I think I love it. I think I love it. I think I really love it. I think she needs to be blocked to, you know, relax the ruffly portion here because there's no movement. There's not. And this is bamboo. I did a swatch and I blocked the swatch and there's a lot of movement. There's no movement. None at all. So she needs to be blocked. I'm hoping that it'll fix the little under boobage situation. And I hope it just overall falls a lot better. Now, tonight I will be doing a little recording because I still have the second scrunchie to do. I have not completed it. The night I did this, I only did this. I ended up watching the movie with SZA and Keke Palmer. I ended up watching it because I didn't feel like trying to find a movie and it popped up on Netflix and I was like, sure, why not? And I watched it and I mean, it kind of was what I expected, which was like a cheesy little comedy. And it was very much like old schooly, like overacting type of comedy, but it was entertaining. I enjoyed it. I thought it was very comical. Granted, I would have left SZA a long time ago because she was just not a quality friend, but that's just me. Anyways, for the scrunchie, as you guys can see, I pinned with some safety pins. I don't know if you can see that, but I pinned the lace detailing that I want to add on here. Here's the problem, okay? I didn't really think this through. And I guess I assumed it was kind of like just sewing and I would sew it on there and then I could crochet the top. But there's lace on the top. So I can't crochet over the lace because it defeats the purpose of the lace. Didn't think that through. So I pinned it, and what I'm thinking of doing is taking this thread and doing like some surface crocheting, which is where like you create like a stitching around here. The only thing is I don't know how that's going to work if I want to create a surface crochet all around and I want to connect both sides. I don't know. This is definitely trial and error, a lot more error than trial. So I'm going to test it out tonight, see if I can figure it out while I edit this video right here, because I have not done any editing. I have not even uploaded the videos for me to start editing. And Sunday, she is approaching. So I will be trying to figure this out. Hopefully I figure it out tonight while I edit. And then hopefully tomorrow I will have an update. Yeah, you guys will know before I do. But anyways, let me know what you think at the top. Bye. So I finished the scrunchies and I have thoughts. As you can see, I am wearing one of them. I'm wearing the second one that I made. I think that one's my favorite one. I really, really love that one. But here are my thoughts on both scrunchies. Now, it's not that I hate one or the other. It's just I have a preference of one over the other. The first one that I initially made was definitely the starting process of a thought. I do like the scrunchie. I think it's very pretty. I like the way it looks, but it gives me a little bit more of a homemade feeling versus a handmade feeling. There are some cons when it comes to the structure of it. One, it is a little too big, which is funny because in the beginning I was talking about how I didn't think it was big enough. Well, I definitely spoke prematurely. It is a little too big. Because of how big it is, it's also very heavy. Now, for me personally, it's not really a problem because I have big curly hair. So the weight assists in keeping my hair maintained, and I don't have to wrap it twice in order for me to style it. So I prefer that. So con one is definitely the weight. The second thing is more so an error that I made because I was being impatient and I was kind of rushing through the process. I didn't want to have to water block the second one because it took about 2 days for the first scrunchie I water blocked to dry, and I didn't want to have to go through that. So instead, I cheated. I steam blocked and I regret it. It definitely does not have the same drape. It doesn't have the same feel as far as how soft it is, and it has a bit more of a thicker, clumpier feel. As for the second scrunchie, this for me is definitely my winner. This is the one that I think that I will definitely be using and wearing on a regular basis, and this is the one that I think I'm going to make more scrunchies in the same style. I love the lace. I think the lace adds a really nice, elegant feature to it. I love the thread detailing where one side looks a little bit more like a speckled thread, and then when you flip it over, you have that consistent line that goes around. It gives it two different looks on each side, which is super, super nice. And surprisingly, I actually liked using the linked double crochet versus doing the V-stitch for the first one. I'm very surprised because initially I thought the linked double crochet was going to look a little too plain, but adding the lace detailing and adding that thread to cinch it together really gave it the little extra characteristics that made it look unique. And I love the fact that I got to mix two different types of crafts. I got to include sewing with crocheting, and that's something in the beginning of the year I definitely said I wanted to play around with, and getting the chance to do it for the scrunchie and absolutely falling in love with the way it looks makes me so excited for some other ideas that I have plans for. One of them being a bucket hat. So stay tuned for that. For the petalon top, I think this hands down is my favorite thing. My scrunchie with the lace detailing at the end is a very close second, but the petal on top has just a special place in my heart because it's my first ever crochet garment piece. Like, it's something I can actually wear, not just an accessory. And to me, that is just so amazing. I mean, I made this with my own hands. I crafted this, and I can get genuine use out of it. I think the petalon top in general is just very beautiful. It's definitely that peplum style top, which goes great with my Kibby Soft natural body. So I'm very, very happy with that. But also just the fact that I was able to create something from yarn, it just makes me feel like I can genuinely accomplish anything. And it makes me so excited to continue crafting and making more things, not just with yarn, but really with anything that I set my mind to. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Of the 3 that I completed for this video, which one is your favorite? Please tell me below. I would love to hear from you guys. I also wanted to take a moment and I wanted to say thank you. I recently hit 100 subscribers, and I know for some people that may not sound like a lot, but for me, that's a lot. And I'm really grateful for each and every one of you who decided to subscribe and become a part of the family. I do have a question for you guys. I'm trying to figure out when is the best day for me to post my videos. Today, this video is coming to you on a Sunday. I'm torn between Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays. Do you like a little midweek video to help you get out of the weekday rot? Or do you want a nice little Thursday video, a nice pregame before the weekend? Or do you prefer Sunday? That one day where you kind of have that little self-reflect, self-enjoyment time where you sit down, you take the time to craft and kind of continue to unwind before we start that Monday madness again. Let me know below. I'm very interested and very excited to hear from you guys. So would we like 1 Wednesday, 2 Thursday, or 3 Sunday? Thank you for taking your time out of your day. Remember to like this video if you enjoyed it. Remember to leave a comment below because it really does help. And remember to subscribe. That's where I'm going to end this video. Thank you guys all so much, and see you next time.